All right, hello and welcome to another episode of Hot Chips, where we have a fresh serving for you every Tuesday and Thursday. Today, we are talking about the games of quarter one.
Yeah.
Our game of the year.
Our current game of the year.
Our game of the year for the first quarter. We thought we'd do quarterly updates.
Yeah.
And then we'd have running champions and then it'd get knocked off and then at the end of the year we'd have our supreme winner.
And can our game of the year from now still be the game of the year at the end of the year?
Probably not.
Probably not.
There's a lot coming and it's very exciting.
Yeah.
But,
It's also very hard to remember back and be like, that was so good, but this thing I'm playing now is so amazing.
See, I'm just bad at remembering what comes out when.
You should use Leaping Tiger.
Yeah. If you have Leaping Tiger, you can go back and see all your past games and what you've been saying.
But that doesn't tell me when they
them.
launch, though. It tells me when I
Well, you
played
can
them.
see when you... Do you not just play games when they launch? Oh, just me.
I know, I don't
feature
anymore.
request.
No, it's funny actually. I went back to my first quarter on the app and I was like, what was I playing? And it was like...
Not much.
Fire Emblem and Transistor and all these games
Yeah.
that came out last year or the year before,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe-
My 2016 has all been late 2015 games, for the most part.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So,
Quarter one's a bit like that in general.
Yeah.
so has it been a weak quarter one, do you think?
Yep.
Relatively, I think there have been some gems. I don't think we've played all of them.
Right.
Which may be a little bit of a
Hidden
problem.
gems.
Hidden gems, yeah. But there've been some exciting stuff, but I do feel like it's going to be completely overshadowed by the rest of the quarters.
Because quarter one last year actually had some AAA titles coming out.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was the year before. When did Bloodborne come out?
Last year, right?
Yeah, it was
Was
last year,
it
February.
quarter one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was early. It was like, boom, and no one was playing anything at the time, and Bloodborne just went
Right.
off, and people were fizzing on it.
I feel like traditionally quarter one's not full of blockbusters.
No, it's not. No, Naughty Dog usually tries to release in quarter
And
one.
they were going to.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
got delayed numerous times.
That's right.
I had a look at the list of all the 2016 games out so far, and there have been heaps of good ones, but most of them, a big chunk of them, are ports from other systems that launched last year or the year before. So I've ruled all of those out. Other than full remasters. Full remasters still count, right?
So we can include those.
Interesting.
Full remasters.
Full remaster. I don't know.
Not
what
just
that
like
means.
I'm trying to guess what
like a
everyone's
board.
is.
like it was, for example, Ratchet and Clank, although that's
a reboot.
April, but
That
that's
is
the
a
second
it's a
quarter.
totally
It's
new
basically
game.
a reboot. Yeah.
That's a new
Yeah.
game. That
It's
doesn't
a
count.
brand
But
new
it
game.
is. It does follow the first game.
Yeah.
Well, they always
The
like, that's
story
how it-
does.
that's how
Well,
the
that's
game
exactly.
works.
So
Yeah,
it's
but
a-
it's not. It's like a reimagining. It's a reboot.
True. It's
not
not the same
remastered.
game.
No.
Should we not linger on that?
Yeah.
All
We'll
right.
talk about that.
Who's going to kick us off today?
Jordan.
Jordan.
Oh,
Yeah, I want to go with you for this one.
Pressure.
okay.
I'm very interested in what you have to say.
So, back. There's only 2 games in the first quarter that I played. That I played a decent amount of. And I don't even know if one of them was in the first quarter. So we'll leave that one because it's not my game of the year. But Street Fighter came out, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
No, that was the
So Street Fighter is a game that's been getting a lot of slack about its lack of single player and its kind of lack of content, and it had a bit of a rough start. But it's a game that I really enjoyed. It's really well made, and it's a game that will be around for a long time. So I feel like that deserves a mention. It's not my game of the year so far.
I'd forgotten about that
Honourables?
entirely.
Yeah, so that's an honourable. Game of the year so far is The Witness, though.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bad choice.
No, it's not. It's a
Oh,
amazing.
yeah.
Getting hot in the chips here.
And
Dang.
it's mainly because it's just such a well-made game.
Yeah.
It's timeless. It's that game where
Hey, Jordan,
Yeah.
how many hours of The Witness did you play?
I've played quite a bit. I've unlocked 6 of the lights that point into the middle.
Did you finish?
No, I haven't finished.
No,
But that's what I'm
okay.
saying. It's like a timeless game where whether that game launched earlier this year that it did, whether it launches next year, if it launched in 5 years' time, that game would always be good.
Yeah.
And it's one of those games where, I imagine because it is on PC, it's one of those games that if it was in a Steam sale, it's always going to be an amazing game no matter. It will never date.
I thought I might
Stylized
stream that
classic
game
mechanics. Yeah.
Yeah.
and see how long it takes for me to flip my my table entirely.
So, I just think it's a game that everyone can enjoy and everyone can play, and I'd like to see how it ports over to mobile. Actually,
Ooh, interested.
I
yeah.
didn't know it was doing that. That's pretty cool.
I think they could get rid of the whole walking around the island and just serve up the puzzles.
Oh,
No, you can't because I don't think you're
no,
far
it's-
enough
yeah,
into
true.
the game yet where you can actually
there
do
are,
that.
Yeah, you're right. There are quite a lot of environmental-based
Yeah, definitely.
solutions. To
Yeah,
the
when you
puzzle.
position the camera right and that sort of stuff, and
that
some of
would
them
be
you even have to walk over different paths in
Yeah.
order to solve puzzles. So, if anyone's into puzzles or just likes cool games, then I'd go check out The Witness,
I
available
feel
on
like
PC
that's
and
going to get knocked
PC.
off the perch.
Yeah, I was a bit harsh, but
Relatively
yeah,
quickly,
it
yeah.
was a good game, but I just don't think it will stand up as Game of the Year. Do you think it will stand up as Game
Yeah,
of the Year?
quarter one.
I think it will be a nominee.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it probably will
Yeah.
actually.
It'll probably have a category somewhere in there. Yeah.
No, I think
No,
it'll be
I
a
think
nominee for
yeah,
Game of the Year.
Game of the Year,
Yeah.
The Witness.
I think it will.
Game of the Year.
Yeah. Should we do it? Should we do
Just-
it like a
I
a
really
hot
do.
chips
We need
moment
one
or
of those-
something?
we need one of those
Considering
awkward
all the
handshakes.
amazing titles coming out in Q3 and
Fine.
4, it's like mind blowing that you'd think that.
Mark this moment, and then in like November when the nominees come out for the Game of the Year, The Witness will be in there
Will be in there
Jordan
as a
won't
nominee.
forget.
as a nominee.
As a nominee. Oof.
Anyway, moving
Yeah.
on.
No.
Right.
Shall I go next?
Yes.
You shall.
Okay. Well, mine's really straightforward as well because there haven't been a lot of games that I've really played that have released in quarter one. But for me, the absolute highlight was Firewatch.
Yeah.
And Reagan sad again.
He said again. I'm really curious. I don't know what you played.
I loved
Are you
it.
guys going to be disappointed in mine as well?
Yeah,
It's okay.
totally. We have different opinions. That's why this works so well. I just loved it. I think it was great, and nothing really came close to being as good as it was for me in quarter
Yeah.
one. Yep,
Yeah,
simple.
fair enough.
Nice. Easy.
Right, Reagan, tee us up.
Okay, so you know how I said that I ruled out all of the remasters or the ports and stuff? I'd have to say that Twilight Princess HD
Oh yeah,
is probably my quarter one Game of the Year.
I was going to
enough.
mention that, but yeah, I
It
don't
was-
think that a remaster can be.
I
No,
that's the thing.
that's a no.
They've done enough for me to
Right.
make it classify, and it's been so long
Yep.
that it's kind of
No,
enough.
it's true.
I just
Definitely second.
I like just the added things from the gamepad. I like the higher textures and the lighting and all the changes. And it was, for some reason, I enjoyed it way more than the first time I played it
Did
as
you
well.
get the amiibo? Just sidetrack for a second.
Yeah, it came with the amiibo.
Yeah, I freaking love that amiibo. Like every time I see it, I'm like, oh,
It came with an amiibo. Any game that comes with an
Yeah.
amiibo is alright.
I had the original on the Wii, and I thought it was terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I played through the original and I'd never rated it. I just never. I thought Wind Waker was way better. I enjoyed Ocarina of Time way more. It was always like a sort of one of the worst Zelda games, but even a bad Zelda game is usually a good Zelda game.
Yeah.
This elevated it for me. I don't know what it did. I don't even think it did much different, but
It's really good.
the graphics really bumped up my opinion of it, which is a really shallow thing to say. The graphics shouldn't really do that, but I don't know. Maybe it was they've refined the controls a little bit more.
Yeah,
I don't know.
what is the gameplay like?
It's the same. None of the
Classic.
waggle controls. Maybe that's why I liked it. It didn't have any of the Wii
No,
waggle
that's why
controls.
I hated it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I liked the
But
new
like,
one, 'cause it was just
the
button presses.
combat for Zelda, because I'm not a huge Zelda player. Is
Yeah.
it like action, or is it more just like you hit the stuff, you do a puzzle?
Well, it's action. It's action because you've got all these massive.
Everything
But
is
do you
you
have,
hit the
you have
stuff
boss
and you
fights?
do
Do you do
massive-
roll and like
yeah.
it's like Dark Souls Zelda?
You got massive
Link,
boss
Link
fights
Souls.
where you've got to like
You've got like a bow and
avoid
arrow
them.
and you've
Yeah,
got the
yeah.
swords.
It's
That's all
definitely
good.
it's an action puzzle game.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that would be my highlight. I think Bravely Second was close.
These are
I haven't played
honorable.
to fun.
But I've played too many JRPGs recently where I'm just burnt out on them. So even though I can recognise it's a good game, I'm just not enjoying it as much as I was hoping to.
Also, spoilers for quarter two. It's definitely going to be Fire Emblem Fates, but
Oh, yeah.
hasn't released in our country
That's the thing.
yet.
Quantum Break and Ratchet and Clank are all at the start of quarter two. So these are some heavy
Dark Souls
contenders
3,
for me.
Uncharted.
Dark Souls
Like
3.
Oh, so you guys aren't honorable mentioning Quantum. I
Well,
see.
no, that's
not-
second quarter.
Yeah, it's not technically.
Oh,
that came out in
you're
April.
including the, okay, fair enough.
Just
fair
January
enough. I was
through
thinking
March.
like up until now.
No,
So I'm
that's
like, oh, okay.
that's second quarter. That's going to be a
gonna be
spoilers
a
for
toughie.
next
Spoilers for
quarter.
second
This
quarter,
is
yeah.
All right.
yeah.
Theo on.
I'm
Yeah.
not overlapping anyway. So
Cool.
Can we all
I've been.
guess?
Yeah, can we all guess? Can we all just guess?
Nah, you
Are we
ruined it.
gonna-
You ruined his
Oh,
thing. You
we
ruined his
think
thing.
we think starts with D. Does it Theo?
Starts, I
Ends
want
with
the
a
D.
vision.
I want the D. So I've been like Jordan, or probably like all of you guys have been playing catch up. Basically,
Right.
so big honorable mentions to Just Cause 3 in particular, because that came out at the end of 2015, and because of that, it wasn't anywhere in any nominations
that's
or anything,
right.
because it just wasn't there. So I feel like it really needs a
Yeah.
special place. It is kind of the same as the old Just Cause, but it's still amazing,
Yeah.
good fun, and you can do so much with it now with all of the tethers and things. But that being said, I've only played 2 actual new games this year, which have been The Division
The D.
How much
and
did you love it, Theo?
Firewatch. Oh! And Firewatch. And of course, I did play Beyond, but I don't know if I could include that. To be honest, I had a lot of fun with Beyond, but it's only an HD remaster. It's not really a re-envision of the game, which is why I wouldn't include it. But that was really, it was an incredible experience. And it did have the new, was chronological order new for that game?
Yeah.
It was, I think that probably did it a lot of justice. Right. But I couldn't compare it to the other.
Why wasn't it always in chronological?
Well, we'll talk about that because we're going to be doing
stylized probably
at some point. Where I think we'll jump into that.
Yeah. If that's live, we'll link it below.
Yeah.
But and I also got into Rise of the Tomb Raider for PC, which came out. It came out last year, but the PC version came out this year, so it's like kind of cheating.
Again, that was one of my honourable mentions because that was a great game.
Yeah, but having played The Division for as long as I have now, I would say that Firewatch is my Q1. Q1 movie.
No, just kidding.
That does not say the good things about The Division if Firewatch is a better game.
Because you love The Division
It's less of a comparison of the game's strengths and weaknesses and more of a comparison of the value for money, because in terms of Firewatch's value and what it does represent and what it achieves, I think it's a step forward in gaming. Okay. Whereas Division doesn't really give it that step forward, but it's an amazing game and it plays really well and it has got that great story element, but it just doesn't really add anything to the gaming industry, I feel. Yeah. And in many respects, I was watching a video recently by Extra Credits that was talking about the social impacts of the Division, and looking at that was quite terrifying, and seeing what they were intonating. Right. That was really, really interesting. But yeah, Firewatch, just the style and the incredible story elements and the way you can move around the world, and the idea of creating branching narratives that don't really affect the story and how that affects the player. I think it introduced a lot of interesting elements that started loads of discussions in the industry and just loads of discussions in myself, in my own head. That's cool. About like what games can.
And that's what a Game of the Year should do. I think we discussed this when we did our Game of the Year last year. It's not so much about what made the most money or what did the best commercially. It's what did the best to almost on an emotional level. How does it move the industry forward? If that's what you guys got from it, then that's fantastic.
It always comes down to what's the person's definition of what makes the game.
Persona dancing all night.
Anyway, we can't talk about Firewatch without linking to the review below, right?
Absolutely,
So
we'll definitely
check out the in-depth thoughts and discussion we had about that.
Yes, indeed. Well, that just about wraps it up, I guess.
Yeah.
What was your quarter one game of the year?
Have we missed anything that was obvious?
Yeah.
I think
Tell
XCOM.
us.
I think XCOM 2 might get a bit of a mention from some people, but I didn't play it.
Let us know. And in the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you for fresh serving soon.
Bye.
Good. Alright, hello and welcome to another episode of Hot Chips, where we have a fresh serving for you every Tuesday and Thursday. Today, we are talking about